Okay, I bought this camera for streaming and I've never actually used it as a normal camera. Good morning. It is the 11th, I think, of October. And I am going to try and start. I feel like every time I say that I'm going to try and start doing something, I jinx myself and I don't do it. But I'm going to try and start vlogging just like day-to-day stuff, even if it's not exciting. I really get caught in the trap of thinking like, no, this isn't worthy of filming. It's just a boring day where I'm working and not really doing much. I think I need to get a wider lens for this camera because it's not, the crop's a bit tight. In your toilet? Come on. So anyway, I took Memes to the vet yesterday, which is always a traumatic experience because she's so anxious. Her coughing's gotten worse, which was kind of to be expected because she has a collapsing trachea, which is really common in her breed. But yeah, it's getting worse, and I was thinking like, are we at the point now where we need to put her on some kind of like medication? But anyway, the vet had a little scope thing to her chest and was like, has she always had a heart murmur? No. And she spent like a good few minutes just listening, just trying to listen. And yeah, so like the valve's basically not closing properly. And she said so her coughing could be impacted by the heart having to work overtime, which then increases the size of the heart. And she had a chest x-ray in April, and the shape of her heart's a little bit irregular, like it's a little bit bigger. So it could be that when we're picking her up, even though we try to pick her up in the most gentle way possible, it's like pushing her organs, like her heart, which is already a little bit too big, into her windpipe, which is making it even harder for her to get a full breath. And it sounds like her little hind legs are causing her some pain because she had the surgeries on those a few years ago. It's just this like cycle. But she's got these things that are going wrong that all kind of feed into one another. Anyway. That's her cough. She was just cleaning herself after she weed. She recovers quickly, everything else is fine, but it's just, yeah, the vet said like she's a bit young to be dealing with this. Like normally that you see them dealing with it when they're 12 and she's only 9, so that was also really depressing to hear. Just one of those tough days yesterday. I meant to be going to my workout at 9, but I've done something to my neck and I'm just worried about putting a weight bar on there when it's already sore, but then I don't want to not work out. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I have a little family of bees, unintentionally. I initially had this bird bath set up for the birds, evidently. I had this bird bath here and then I put one limestone block in and the bees were just swarming it. And there's not any bees here now, so you can't see unfortunately, but since then I've added more limestone rocks and stuff. And basically the water absorbs through the limestone because it's so porous, as you can see, all those little holes. And then the bees drink from the safety of the rock. And then I put some blue metal rocks in there so that they can, if they fall in, they can get out so they don't drown. But yeah, I'll insert some iPhone footage to the side of how crazy it was getting at that point. Because they just get so thirsty, the little bees. So yeah, so this is how the garden's looking. It's definitely growing in really well. She's doing her happy spins. I love the crickets, the grasshoppers. You can't even see them. They're so well camouflaged. Like that's a cricket there. Look how well it camouflages in when you look at it from afar. Anyway, so yeah, I've got these beautiful peaches and cream grevilleas. What are you doing? She loves being out here exploring. It's really sweet. I love how she blends into the sand. Like you just wouldn't know she's there. Oh yeah, speaking of which, so we stained the deck to match the bush poles finally. And then we moved this furniture that was out opposite side of the house here, which was where it was always meant to go, but we just didn't have a deck here. I can just hear her little legs spinning. So this looks really good. It's so nice to be out here when it's like a warm day and to be able to, ooh, what's that bug? To be able to just enjoy. I tried to Google this the other day, this bug, and I couldn't figure out what it was. Lots of that situation going on around here. So the other day as well, Reese and I feel like I should probably actually speak more quietly so neighbours can't hear me, but the other day we cut down all of the, like, I need to show you an example, but it's hard to because they're all been chopped down, but we have all these peppermint trees like that. It's actually like this one here. that are just scraggly that should have been, that were cleared. Whoops, means doing a poo. Oh, cockatoos are coming. They're really close actually. Anyway, oh, haven't heard that sound before, that's interesting. So yeah, they were all in here. They're meant to be, oh look, and sorry, no attention span. The Mary's flowering. Anyway, yes, they're meant to be cleared. Well, they were cleared when we bought the block. Memes. But they grew back within the last couple of years, so we had to cut them down again because they're, first of all, they just are encroaching closer and closer in the house. Mia. Mia. Come. Thank you. And, just doing spins. It looks so much nicer. I'll do a before and after photo so you can see, but it looks so much nicer just having that free space. We've still got all the grass trees, of course, and we've kept all the bigger trees, but all these little spindly ones and the gum next to it that you can see, just the closer they are to the house, the more dangerous they are if there's a bushfire. So that's what's been happening in the Lauren and Reese household. We really want to get some grass, but it's just a matter of preparing the site and getting the grass and then the water. That's what we're most concerned about. It's just gonna sap our water from us. But then as soon as it rains again, it fills back up. So it is what it is. But I don't know if you saw as well, we got this little IKEA bookshelf thing, which holds our books and other random stuff. What else has been going on? I tell you what, more so me, have been fantasizing about we wouldn't do it, but completely redoing our bathroom tiling. I hate the bathroom, it just doesn't suit our house at all. Yeah, we're sick of the bathroom tiling. I wish that we did little white Kit Kat tiles or something instead of the Subway tiles. The floor tiles I don't like. I wish we went with what we were initially thinking about doing, which is like green or something that has a bit more like personality. And obviously hate the vanity doors because they're just pink. But the vanity doors wouldn't be too expensive to redo, but like apparently when it's still expensive, like $500, which is just money we would not spend on something so cosmetic and like superficial. The tiling would be really expensive and it just is not worth it because we're the only ones that really see it and we'll just deal with it. But people always ask like, was there anything you changed with the house? And it's really only that. I'd add a few like light switches and power points here and there. I don't know if I can be bothered going to this class. It's 6:45 a.m, which is earlier than I normally wake up. And the class is at 9. And it's just so, like, I just want to get my day started, but I can't while I'm waiting for this because I can't go and do my makeup and start filming. So I'm not going to leave and and go work out for an hour in full makeup and stuff, which is just makes me feel gross and isn't good for my skin. I don't want to just dawdle for the next 3 hours. Let me know what kind of things you guys like to see on here. I also need to get back into Mental Makeover podcast. A lot of people have been asking me, like, I'm so surprised. I stopped doing that, just thinking like, you know, some people would miss it, but it wouldn't be that much of a big deal. But the amount of people that message me about it every time I do like a question and answer or any kind of like rant on Instagram, people are like, please bring your podcast back. It helped me so much. I didn't realize how much it helped people. I think because I just put it out there and then people will do with it and take from it what they need. It's not often that someone will message me back and be like, oh my God, like when people will do, but not to the extent that you probably think, like saying how it helped them or something. It's only when it's gone that kind of happens, I guess. It happened a little bit when I was doing it too. So it's just kind of lost on you. The same thing with having like millions of followers or whatever. It's like, you know that number exists and you know this many people are listening to the podcast, but until you actually like see them in person or they send you a really nice message, it's kind of like, oh wow, like actual individual people are consuming my content. And it's like altering their life in some way, hopefully in a positive way, which is normally what they say. Which is really bloody cool. So anyway, yeah, I would like to get back into the podcast. The reason I stopped is because I just ran out of things to say, and it is still kind of the case, but I would like to kind of turn it into more of a question and answer type of thing. That's my favorite type of content, where people ask questions like or advice or something. Kind of like we're friends, you know. That's what my friend said when I was in high school, that I was really good at giving advice. And my family even says that whenever they're going through something tough, they all say that I'm really good with my advice, which is really nice. So I don't know, maybe I'll have some interesting insight, or maybe I won't, who knows. But I would like to get back up and running. I just need to, I'm not really good with schedules. I never have been. I asked my mum recently, I'm just like verbal diarrheaing to you at the moment. It's like my journal or something. I asked my mum recently, because I've been seeing stuff about ADHD online, because it's like the trending thing obviously at the moment on TikTok and stuff. And I mentioned it to Reese, and I read some of the like symptoms or whatever, and he's like, yeah, that sounds about right for me. And I wrote a list, and I spoke to Mum, and Reese was in the car too, and she was like dismissive, not in like a, oh, don't be silly type thing. It was just, she was like, you know, like I had that too, and my mum was like that, and she's like, she said, like, I don't think, you know, she was confident that she doesn't think that I have it. But then so many things, like, and that's the thing as well, like there's some traits that I absolutely 100% have in common with people that have ADHD. Like I 100% I have a lot of traits that coincide with ADHD, like a lot. Which I think that's why it's really hard for me to like schedule stuff and stick to schedules and stick to one topic at a time when I'm talking and not get distracted and talk a million miles an hour. Then I was thinking like, well, what would I get out of actually being diagnosed with it? Because I'm not like, I see people with ADHD and they are very like, it seems to be like this loud voice in your head that means you can't concentrate or focus. And I can concentrate and I can focus. If I, you know, like a day to day, I have no issues with that. I need to be watching something at the same time in order to focus, like a Twitch stream or something. So otherwise I get bored, but especially like not remembering things is really annoying, because Reese will tell me things and I have to like replay them in my head multiple times in order to not forget them. I don't know. This is going to be just a video of literally me standing here talking to you. So it is 12:42. The day has not gotten much better for me mentally. I did my makeup. I filmed a TikTok kind of about my mental space at the moment, which I'll link it if it's uploaded, but it will be uploaded by the time I upload this. I'm just about to give Mia some of her pain medication and give her some chicken so she has something to eat with it, and then I'm gonna go to the post office and pick up some parcels that I have, which is exciting. I have just kind of resigned myself to existing today, which is absolutely fine. It's not every day that we can be up and at 'em. I feel guilty over not going to my workout this morning, but I'm trying to remind myself that I just wasn't in the right space for it. And if I push myself to do things when I really don't want to do them, it'll make me resent doing them when I might actually want to do it in the future. Like if you force yourself to do something when you don't actually want to do it, you're kind of creating a negative association around that thing. So I don't want that to happen with these workouts, because I'm currently enjoying them. I want them to be something that I look forward to, not something that I force myself to do out of guilt and shame. I've also got to get fuel today. I'm on reserve fuel level because I'm lazy and I don't always feel like getting out of the car when I'm driving. Reserve fuel level. Do you want to start the search for filling stations? No. Our gate isn't working at the moment. Oh, unless Reese fixed it. Our gate wasn't working yesterday and now it's working again. Reese must have fixed it. That cheeky bugger, he didn't even tell me he fixed it. God, he can do anything. How did he do that? How did he do that? Recording this from down low because there's someone next to me and I don't want them to see me, but I was just getting my parcels from the post office. And I was looking into the back room and there was a sign on the toilet door saying, "Keep calm and please clean toilet after use," which is just like depressing that that needs to be said to a group of adults. And then underneath it said, "Please use toilet brush." So essentially, if you do a sloppy poo or a poo that leaves skid marks, please clean it. Like, it's shocking that that needs to be written on the door of a business. Not like a childcare centre, not a high school, not a primary school, even a high school, like you should know how to clean a toilet after you use it if you make a mess. Crazy to have to be reminded of that. My fuel cost $141 today. Wow, that is so expensive. So, I got some parcels today. One from Rip Curl, which is super random. I don't know how they have my information because I've never given it to them, like my PO box information. So my iHerb delivery arrived today, finally. I've spoken about it already online, but I'll share with you what I ordered. Some random stuff. iHerb is the best. I'll link this stuff in the description if you're wanting to check them out. But this is sugar-free, plant-based jelly. But they just called it a gel. Maybe there are like regulations around calling it jelly. 5 calories, gelatin-free dessert. Love the idea of this. So I bought 2 of those. I bought this Nellie's Wow stick. It's apparently amazing at getting rid of stains, especially underneath the armpits if you wear white shirts or light colored shirts and deodorant, and it kind of discolors after a while. I got these thyroid support supplements that had amazing reviews. That's the thing about iHerb, is that there are so many reviews to read, so you can tell if something may or may not work for you. Well, you can't tell, but you can gauge, you can get a general idea. This is the essential oil, Now Essential Oils, 100% pure lemongrass. Now I love anything lemon, lemongrass, lemon verbena. This kind of smells like, up close it doesn't smell good. What if I put it on my wrist? Oh, too much on. But I think people said that they clean with this, they did put it in a diffuser. Yeah, it's too much when it's concentrated like that. It needs to be, I'm trying to wipe it off my hands. Still too much. Yeah, it's something you need to mix with something else, like cleaning products or in diffuser. I got magnesium and biotin. They're just so cheap. This is 10,000 mcg. I don't know what that stands for. It's not milligrams. Micrograms, that would probably be it. I just went to explain these, but then I just thought that there are new regulations around talking about supplements and stuff. So I don't think I actually can talk about why I bought these or anything, but I bought those. Oh, I need to wash my hands, get rid of the smell. It's not good when it's just concentrated. I bought some of these. They're actually cheaper to buy on Amazon, so I won't buy them on iHerb again, but that's fine. The thing I'm most excited to try, I'll show you at the end. This is a sulfur and chamomile Dead Sea mineral soap, argan oil and shea butter. So my whole perioral dermatitis journey, I will also link the products I've been using for that journey in the description, but this is just part of that, basically. It helps, I don't know how to explain this, but anyway, I bought that for that reason. Part of my lemon journey, this was like $18, and then someone messaged me and said that in her grocery store or whatever, she was American, it was like $5 or something ridiculous, which is really depressing, but I guess that's just the way it works, hey? Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day Aromatherapeutic Household Products. And the reason that this appealed to me is because it's lemon verbena scent. Oh, yum. Oh, lemon verbena is my favorite smell at this point in my life. My fragrance, my perfume is Chloe Verbena. Yeah, Chloe Verbena. I want to spray this somewhere. Actually, this essential oil is nice when it just like kind of wafts past you. It's just not nice when you actually go like that. Made with plant-derived cleaning ingredients, essential oils, made without parabens. I don't believe parabens are bad. Glycol solvents, artificial colors. Cool. Lemon verbena has a light, refreshingly mild citrus scent. This tender herb blossoms in early summer and smells bright through and through. I need to buy some lemon verbena. I saw it online, but it was sold out. Now, this is what I'm most excited to try. And you will know if you saw my Instagram stories. Oh, I'm so glad I thought to buy this before I finished checking out. But, actually, this is what I ordered from a previous iHerb little haul. Again, it's lemongrass on the go hand cleaner. I've got to put it in my car, but I don't really need, I've got a massive Dettol pump thing in my car, so I don't really need this. It was just basically to get free shipping because it was cheap. Oh, my hands smell weird. What too many smells on them. Ugh, that smells gross. Anyway, okay, so, oh, I can smell it through the lid. McCormick Global Selects White Summer Truffle Salt from France. Why did I say France? I never say France. From France. France. Oh, they had a black truffle one. If you're a truffle person, can you just tell me what the difference is? I can just Google it actually, don't worry about it. Difference between white truffle and black truffle. I do not know. Now apparently, oh, this doesn't have a little shaker lid. So just hope for the best, hey? Oh my God. Oh, it's actually a bit too much when you smell it like that. I've got like lemon, truffle, I don't know, I'm smelling all different smells. I can't smell it. Oh, anyway, we'll see how that tastes. Earthy white truffles infuse a distinct yet delicate flavor into coarse salt. Perfect for elevating scrambled eggs, omelets, creamy risottos, baked potatoes, or popcorn. And then I got this PR parcel from Rip Curl. Yeah, again, I don't know how they have my address. This hat really smells like chicken noodles, which is concerning. Just a cap. I've got a really big head, so will it fit? Really obnoxious tag. Yeah, see how big my head is? That just looks like a little cartoon hat. If Reese was wearing this, it would look normal. But I have a big dome. Reese has a little head. So this, I wonder if it's unisex. They sent me this, which is so cute. It's a one piece. I'm not sure if it'll be the right size. It looks a little bit big, but we'll see. It's like fuzzy material. The camera doesn't want to focus, but it's got padding in it, which is great. Bit of a cheeky cut at the back. Very like retro, which I like. And then a towel, I believe. Nice color. And it says Rip Curl on it. But subtly, it's not like really obnoxious, just a slightly different color, which is nice. I hate when, I don't want to be, unless I'm like really, no, even if I'm really proud of the brand that I'm wearing or something, I don't want it to just be all over the clothes. I probably did when I was younger, because it's like, oh, look at the fancy brand I'm wearing. But now, like, the appeal is in a subtlety. And when you get branded products that are like, this is the brand all over it, tacky, not a vibe. It's just like overkill, you know? Anyway, friends, that's all from me for now. Oh, I need to consume some food. I need some sustenance and I need to wash my hands. I'm going to show you the bees because they weren't very active before, but they've all come back now. Oh, I need to fill up the water a bit, I think, but look at them all. Funny little things. I was thinking, if you guys don't mind, I am way more inclined to upload these kind of vloggy videos. Why is the lighting always so backwards? If I don't have to like film from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, because by the time Reese gets home, I just want to like switch off and not have to think about filming, because when he finishes work, it's kind of like when I finish work. So I'm more inclined to actually upload if I can just film random, like even just like my train of thought for the day or something random that I'm doing, just like the small little things. I've always in my head thought like, no, a vlog needs to be beginning, middle, end of the day, like the whole thing wrapped up in a neat little package. But it's kind of makes more sense for the weekend, I think, because you're in a different mindset. Like you've got the whole day to do stuff, whereas, oh, I think there's a bird in the, must be a kookaburra. Sorry, distracted yet again. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, I'll probably be more inclined to upload more frequently if I do that, but I'm also aware that whenever I say I'm gonna upload frequently, I drop off the face of the earth. So perhaps I'm just jinxing myself, you know? We bought some cans recently. Reese has a little fridge, a little like bar fridge in his shed, and he's had it for like a year probably now, maybe not that long, but we finally stocked it with some cans and drinks and stuff like that. So it's just such a luxury, stubby holder, luxury to have a can, because normally we just buy bottles of like soft drink, which is fine. You just put it into a cup, but it just tastes better. It's like how coffees or takeaway hot drinks taste better from a takeaway coffee cup than if you made them yourself. So this is lemon squash. And we've got Pepsi Max vanilla, and then Reese has some full sugar Cokes. Ah, yum. I love lemon. She's due for a groom. She's getting groomed in 2 weeks. All right, team, I am off for the day. What's the time? 4:40. Reese is on his way home. I've just been cleaning up my messes around the house. It always makes me feel so much better mentally when the house is clean. Not that it's not clean normally, but just when you have crap lying around, it just doesn't help, you know? Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you'd like to see more of these videos, even in this format, like I mentioned before. It may not be the full, like, whole day, but it's just something. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the description for all the links and all that good stuff. And I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.